Laura? I thought I did.
Yeah, you did.
I thought you did.
Warm up.
Take it away. All right. Take it away.
Go for it.
All right, everybody. Hello, good morning. We will try and wrap this up as soon as we can, but we are from the Phoenix Public Library, specifically the Mesquite branch. My name is Alan Brown. I've been with the library for about three and a half years. Been with the city for about 14 years, so a lot of experience and government work. With me, I have
Carr, Bickford. I've been in and out of libraries through the Phoenix Public Library system since 1990. I've been with Mesquite for the last couple of years. It's the greatest branch. Any of you who have been there, I'm sure I hope you'll agree. Yeah, so here we are. Oh, and I love being here. Thank you for inviting me. I was a Madison parent. So I was a treasurer for a few years at at my neighborhood school, and then at the Madison #1 middle school. This is great environment. Thank you.
Okay, well, that.
Yeah.
We'll just keep going. While Bonnie fixes that, like I said, we are from the Mesquite branch. That is by the Paradise Valley Mall, or what used to be the mall, by the Costco. So if you know where the Costco is, you know where Mesquite is. We are kind of cat corner across the street, by the parking garage. Today we are going to talk about a few things. Like I said, we're going to try and get you out of here as soon as possible. But we're going to be talking about some of the programs that we do at Mesquite. We're going to be talking about some reading program, which everybody loves to do. And then we'll talk about some of the resources that the library has to offer. Okay? So,
Yep.
Mesquite Library, like I said, Paradise Valley Mall area, right next to the Costco. We are open Monday through Saturday. So we are closed on Sundays, Mondays, Fridays, and Saturdays. We're open from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays, we're open from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Okay? Like I said, here's our agenda here. We're going to be talking about some programs that we have for kids, teens, and adults. We're going to be talking about some reading programs, e-resources, College Depot. Okay? So, some of the programs that we have for kids and teens. So, some of these programs are ongoing programs, which means these programs happen every month, every week, what have you. So, bike rodeos. Bike rodeos usually happen twice a year. So sometimes we have it in the winter, spring?
Yeah.
Spring and
Fall, baseball.
yeah, spring, fall, winter. And bike rodeo is basically where you come in and get a free bicycle helmet. Okay? Get a free bicycle helmet. Your kids or you, if you really want to, can go through a little safety course. And yeah, this is basically what it looks like here. This year we always partner with John Boyd from the Phoenix Public Library.
Phoenix Children's Hospital.
Yeah. Not the library. And this year he gave out a couple bikes. So that was pretty cool. We also have Brick Bells, Game Day, Sit Stay Read, which is really awesome. Kids can come in and read to Kinsey, which is our little golden retriever friend. She's super sweet. We have Theme Saturdays for families, story times, which we'll get into a little bit later, and then trivia. Okay, and all of our trivias do have prizes. So if you like playing trivia, come play trivia with your kids, win some prizes. Then for the teens, we have a book share coming up. So that is something that I'm putting together, hoping to have it every month or so, where teens can come in, talk about whatever they're reading. Doesn't have to be, it's not necessarily a book club, but you talk about what you're reading and suggest what you're reading to other teens. Okay, all genres are welcome for that. We also have a teen trivia, same thing as trivia, but more geared towards teens. And then volunteering for the summer reading program. So that is going on right now.
Yeah, right now, we started interviews on Monday. We're hoping to have all of our teams boarded, sometime around mid-May, perhaps.
Yep.
Yeah,
And they'll be,
13 through 17.
they'll be volunteering throughout the whole summer for our summer reading program.
Is there like a minimum that we have to get to, like, specific times? Like if
2 days
they're
a
traveling
week.
and they're gonna miss a week or something?
Yeah, that's a good question. So they have to commit to 2 days a week for 4 weeks. And the shifts are usually 2 hours. And we do have a ton of kids who are gone for an entire month. So if they're gone for July, they can volunteer in June. If they're gone in June, traditionally they can volunteer in July. July is a little truncated this year, but I think we're doing the same thing where, you know, do both months or you can do one or the other. Okay, so early literacy program. So that's basically our baby times, our story times. I don't know why this is whatever. We have story times every single day. We just got started with a Friday morning story time and a Saturday morning story time. And we also have one on Thursday evening. So we're expanding a little bit. I think we're kind of at the max that we're going to do, but here we go. Baby time. So Alan here does baby time on Monday, one after the other, 9:15 and 10:15. We have family story times that are on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Saturday at 10:15 for the Tuesday, Tuesday and Thursday, 5:15 Thursday evening, and then 9:15 Saturday morning. It's all in our flyer. It's all online, so don't worry. We can't get it all in. We have an additional baby time on Friday mornings at 9:15. And then we have 2 bilingual story times, both at 9:15. So Ms. Sylvia does Spanish at 9:15 on Tuesdays, followed by a family story time. And Ms. Nineveh does Arabic on Thursday mornings at 9:15, followed by a 10:15 family story time. We do yoga story time 1 time a month. And hopefully it'll pick back up. Sometimes it's full-ish and sometimes it's not, but it's really cute. It's a lot of fun. For school readiness, that's when we're getting into the older toddlers and the ones getting ready to go to kindergarten. So we do kindergarten boot camp for kids entering kinder this fall, 2026. That one is structured and you do have to register for it. Structured meaning that it's scaffolded, so 1 week goes into the next week to the next week, and there's even homework. Tools for School is a little more free-flowing. It's for the younger kiddos. It helps them to develop a little self-control. We do have academic activities for them, but honestly, it's a drop-in, drop-out. You can come to all of the weeks, or you can come to 1 or 2, however you like, and there's no registration commitment. And then for adults, we're still working on that one, but some of the ones that have worked really well for us, we do partner with the Red Cross. We do a monthly blood drive. Miss Nineveh does our monthly book discussion last Thursday of the month, I believe. We're starting up again our monthly device advice. And we have English conversation available to our adults needing English, help with their English skills. And we do that Monday through Thursday. We have a long-standing partnership with an outside gentleman who comes in 2 o'clock to 3:30, Monday through Thursday to help out. And then on the right, some of our upcoming programs, we have Ballet Arizona coming in. It's all ages, but it's definitely geared more towards adults, teenagers who are interested in dance. It's lecture style. We already did a Black ballerina program, and then this one is Native American, called 5 Moons. It is this weekend, and then we have Explore Public Art. Ballet's on Friday, right?
Ballet's
And then
on Friday.
Public Art is on Saturday. And then we have something coming up in May that we're trying out, talking to your kids about bodies, boundaries, and relationships. This is being held by a woman who came to talk to our parent group at Madison #1. She was wonderful. She was wholesome. It was a great program. So she's bringing it to the Mesquite Library and the Sorrel Library. It is adults only. It is for you to help out. What do you do with tough questions, et cetera, et cetera. Okay, and then without further ado, summer reading program, we'll kind of go back and forth. We're going to start with Mr. Allen here, who was PS, the face of summer reading, one of the faces of summer reading for PPL's marketing last summer.
Do a lot of videos. All right, so summer reading game, that is coming soon. On you can put the next slide. This year's theme is Unearth a Story, okay? We do have a lot of dinosaurs here. It is not a dinosaur, it's not dinosaur themed, it's Unearth a Story. But dinosaurs, unearthed, fossils, just makes sense. Registration opens May 1st, so that is right around the corner. That means you can register. Summer reading is for all ages, okay? So you have little ones, they can register, you can register, teens can register, okay? There is no age limit for the summer reading game. Everybody gets prizes, okay? As long as you're entering the time that you're reading, all right? To sign up, you can go to the Maricopa County Reads.org site. We also have some flyers here that we can pass out later. They also have a QR code on. So you can just scan that code, takes you right to the website, okay? You can start logging your points online on June 1st. So the official game starts on June 1st, all right? So how that works is you read so many minutes, put those minutes online, add up those minutes, you get prizes, okay? We have prizes at, we have registration prizes, which we have these cool, I just found out these are bookmarks today.
Yeah, brand
They're
new,
super cool.
first time.
These are for registration, and you said for the little?
So little.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we have different themes. They're all Disney themes, but we have Mickey, we have Leia from Star Wars.
Is that a timer on it?
Yeah.
Yes, it's a timer.
It's just one little.
And I can just walk around real close. They do have timers on them. Like I said, they are bookmarked. These are our registration prizes. So once you register, just put that in, come get your prize, okay? These are super cool. We have prizes for 500 points. We have prizes for 750 points. And again, the point system works by your minute, okay? So if you read 750 minutes, 750 points, okay? Our grand prize is for 1,000, okay? We have cool medals. Unfortunately, these medals are not for you. These are for kids. But you still get something very cool. We have grand prize drawings for ages kids, ages babies, kids, and teens. Okay, these Squishmallows, if you're not familiar, Squishmallows are super soft. They're huge. They're awesome. Kids, they get a Lego playset, and teens get a camp. Okay, adults.
You know, the.
We don't even get them.
You don't get them.
Yeah, yes.
I feel like it's really choice of.
Yeah, yeah. Adults do get prizes too as the grand prize, but I think we usually give out Squishmallows for all ages.
Yes, because our branch
Yeah.
has so many registrants and so many completions too. It's not just, people dropping and leaving, they actually complete the program. Our boss actually chips in with extra Squishmallows for all age groups,
Yeah.
including adults.
So unfortunately, they are not the giant Squishmallows. Sorry, but they are the small ones.
Budget here.
Yeah, I'm sorry, okay? But they're still super soft, super cute, super awesome, okay?
And I just wanted to back up and mention, okay, when you're signing up, hint, don't forget to put your system, Phoenix Public Library. Don't forget to put your branch. For most of you, it is going to be Mesquite. All of you people above the 101, like Pinnacle High School, Fireside, you're going to be Desert Broom, let's be honest. Anybody east of 64th is probably going to be Scottsdale Public. But the rest of you, which is probably the majority of you, are going to be Mesquite. Oh, and I forgot the west side. West of Cave Creek usually is going to be Juniper, maybe Acacia. But most of you are going to be.
Okay, we still like choose this team?
Oh,
Yeah.
sure. Yeah, your choice. But we just wanted to make sure that everybody understands, because when I presented to kid groups, well, we go to Scottsdale Public. Okay, Scottsdale Public. That's what you pick. No problem.
Register.
Appaloosa branches.
Appaloosa, yes. Greyhawk is probably going to be Appaloosa.
If you register for Mesquite, we do get those numbers, so.
Yeah.
registered.
Again, wanted to throw that out there.
I have a question, are you guys gonna have the physical, game board for the younger children? Yeah.
This is a draft of it.
Okay.
This is the draft of it, and we acknowledge it is extremely important. The kids love them. The kids love coloring in them. But in order for the points to count, they have to be entered online. So parents, work with your kiddos to enter them online. But yes, we do give these out. This is merely one of them. We haven't actually received them all yet, so this is a draft. And then we have different ones for different age levels.
We have game boards for all ages. Again, summer reading is for all ages. So we do have boards for kids, littles, like babies, teens, and adults.
And the baby ones are, part of them are you can read to your kid, scribble it in, it's worth what, 20 points,
Yeah.
whatever. But it could also be singing a song with them. That's considered a literacy activity for your little itty bitty ones. So that game board is going to look different from this game board.
And the cool thing about the teen/adult game boards is they're not the regular size game boards. They're like smaller and they work perfectly as
Bookmark.
Yeah. And you can still color it in.
Yes.
And we've got programs. We've got lots of programs. Again, this is Mesquite. So if your kiddos go to the Scottsdale Public Library, they're going to have different ones. If they go to Juniper or the Acacia branch of the Phoenix Public Library, they're going to have different ones. We did Saturday programs last year. It was So we're doing ours on Thursday afternoons. Here are the dates. Here are the programs, the performers. So starting with our sort of kickoff, Arizona Science Center Dynamite, it's specified as being geared towards pre-readers, so the younger ones. But then we have Jungle Jill, Phoenix Zoo to You, James the Juggler, and Arizona Herp. Our families love animals, what can we say? So those are more of the all ages group. And then finally, we have an adults only, as you wish painting. We usually count those around 12, maybe 18. So adults only, no kids.
Okay.
So, but you have to like RSVP to go, things like that, we show up.
Only this one.
Okay.
So this one's going to be a register. All of the other ones, make sure to come in early-ish, come to the desk. We will give you a ticket because we do cap out at maybe 100 max, absolute max. For those of you who have seen our library, we have to have a little bit of a max.
Yeah.
But yeah, you just grab a ticket. It simply says, it's got a number on it, 1 through whatever. And then you come in. And I forget how many, which ones of these are doubles, but some of these are doubles. We have a performance at 1, and then we have another one at 3. So I think Jungle Jill and Phoenix Zoo to You might be 2 of them, and possibly James the Juggler. But all of this can be found online.
And when we say come to the desk, come to the youth desk.
You've got
So the youth desk is in the youth section. That's where we keep all of our tickets. Come in,
go
get
to
a
the
ticket
right.
per person, and then you're good to go.
All right, any more questions about summer reading?
We wanted to do something like at our school to encourage the registration. Is there, like, could we get some of the prizes and hand out at some people that register, or is there, or just refer them to online and we need to go into them?
They'll need to come into the building. Yeah, and that actually leads to another question. Basically, the only in-person thing that you have to do for summer reading is coming in to get your prizes. Signing up is online, tracking is online. If you're on vacation, you can read and enter your points while you're on the go.
You want to go for a walk?
The only thing you need to do is
Want to go walking?
So is there like a flyer or something that we could send out to our school community that we could say, hey,
You could request like a certain amount of flyers from you, like if
Absolutely.
we, and how would we contact you for that, if we wanted to do
It'll
that?
be at the end of the slide.
Yeah. Information. We do also do summer reading, like 101
Mhm.
presentations at school. So if your school does want a presentation, just reach out to us.
Ask now.
Yeah.
I know a lot of you guys are in testing, is that right?
Yeah.
So after testing, would be a good time to start hitting us up, and we can come out and do a little mini roadshow for you.
Basically, we go through a longer summer reading presentation, talk about all the prizes, how to register, the game board, all that fun stuff. Just let us know.
I have another, unrelated to summer reading. I know you guys did a lot of cool stuff like, we're trying to do the upcoming, what's that called, tails?
Yeah, you're gonna be there.
But do you ever do food at schools when they have big events, or would you, or if so, how do we request you, that same contact person again?
Yes,
Okay.
yes, and we love to do that. Alex has done a theme over at one of the schools for
Well, like, I know
running.
we started doing a carnival last year,
Mhm.
and like, I feel like having a library would be great at that.
Yes, we're always
Okay.
open to that. We've done a spring fling type of thing over at Mercury Mine. Yeah, we get out and about. You're so big, I know we haven't hit that many of your schools, but we have been out there and we would love to do more. Yeah.
I was just wondering with the teens volunteering for the summer reading program, what is it that they would be doing during that time when they're volunteering?
So they do some shelving of books. They hand out the prizes. They help kids sign up. Those are probably the key things. They can help take the ticket, for our morning baby times and story times and our Thursday afternoon presentations. We have to have somebody in there observing the presentation, so sometimes we have the teams do it. So they get to watch with, no commitment.
Yeah. Any other questions about summer reading or questions so far?
All right, so,
Online resources. The Phoenix Public Library has a ton of cool, free online resources. To get to those, you just need to go to the phoenixpubliclibrary.org website. This is the front page if you're not familiar with it. And then we now have a cool button here, e-resources A to Z. That is for all of the resources, okay? We also have different tabs, which we'll get into a little bit later or soon. We have a kids section and a teen section, okay? So you can get to the e-resources for kids and teens, but we do have e-resources specifically for kids and teens. So some of the online resources for kids and families, we have the Renaissance Accelerated Reader Book Finder. That is amazing because we always get people coming in asking for AR levels for books.
yeah, your district.
We do not know AR levels, but we do have a cool website, okay? So we usually just go to the website, figure it out, but anybody can go to this website and figure it out as well. Humble Book Library, Canopy Kids, Hoopla eBooks, Scholastic Teachables, Noblick, Botanical Library, Yale Elementary, Yale Biography, A to Z to the US, or A to Z to the US.
Yeah.
These two are probably my favorites. A to Z the US, that basically you type in whatever state, and it gives you a ton of facts on that state, including a state bird, a state food. It just gives you all kinds of facts for that state. And then Gale Biographies, perfect for writing like a biography for a person. So what you're going to do is you're going to go to Gale Biographies, type in whoever you're writing about, and it'll give you a whole section on that person, starting from like birth all the way to what they're doing now or until they pass away. Okay, super useful.
And it's really cool for kids who are coming in with the Greek mythology. We may not have a book for a certain god or goddess that they're looking for, or the book might be this big, is often the case. So the biography online is really, really helpful. And it even has citations at the end. Okay, for teens, stepping it up a little bit with the Gale Academic. And then now we get into EBSCO. So we've got all the different newspapers, different magazines that can be accessed through EBSCO. Limit your searches, of course, to full text. And then you'll get all the information that you need
Sorry,
and
is
the
this only
appropriate citations.
if you're in the library?
You can access it from outside the library, and I forget which ones require you to have a library account versus don't, but you don't have to come into the building to use these.
All these resources you can get to from the Phoenix Public Library .org.
Yeah.
Okay.
Peterson's Test and Career Prep, very helpful for the teenagers. Opposing Viewpoints. I remember when it was a shelf full of books and all your different topics were in a book, and now you have it online. Very cool. And then the additional Gale resources in every major subject area. So we have politics, social studies, etc. And then some additional online resources for all. Do you have any favorites?
Some of my favorites are probably gonna be universal classes in Rosetta Stone and Rocket Languages. If you're trying to learn a new language, if you have a library card, you can learn a new language, okay? All of our resources are completely free, okay? That's the cool thing about these resources. So, if you're trying to learn a new language, Rosetta Stone and Rocket Languages, and then Universal Classes offers real classes, okay? These are not tutorials, they're actual classes with assignments, exams that you could take online, okay? Those are some of my favorites.
I like the driving test one because I have two teenagers. So I've been through it with both of them now. Yeah, so it helps them prepare for the written portion of the driving test. Very helpful. And then again, we're touching on Libby and Hoopla. So Libby and Hoopla, just for those who aren't quite familiar yet, they are both, they give access to ebooks. Libby acts kind of like the library. So you'll have a popular book and maybe we'll have 5 licenses. So you might have a wait list. But it's a good way to get popular, brand new titles. And then Hoopla is slightly older. So let's say we have a book that was popular about 5 years ago and it was checked out so much that it fell apart. And instead of ordering a brand new physical copy, maybe we'll get a digital license through Hoopla. Hoopla is really great because everything that's in Hoopla is accessible right now. Libby, you might have to get on a waiting list, but Hoopla, it's right now. And Hoopla, we mentioned a little earlier. Hoopla is really great because they have some of the serials, and by serials I mean version 1, 2, 3, 4 in a series. So getting that through Hoopla is really great. You don't have to wait for the physical book 3 of your favorite series to come in. So be sure to check that out. It's really pretty nifty. I love Hoopla. All right, college readiness. We do have some resources for that through the College Depot. College Depot is physically located at Burton Bar downtown. They take up a huge portion of the 2nd floor. And they do have a completely separate staff. They're paid by the library, but all they do is college readiness. That's their job. They have in-person labs on FAFSA and scholarship. Their big yearly event is the College Palooza coming up on May 9th. They do have scholarship links that have deadlines on them. You can sort by the deadline. And we have had them come out to talk to us, what was it, about a month ago? Decently well attended. We're going to bring them back out to talk to us about everything that they have to offer. We're probably going to do it in August or September to get in line with the beginning of the school year. Whereas our most recent visit was a little bit after all the early decision type things, so it was maybe would have been more attended. But we'll try again in August and September. And we also have a longtime teen volunteer. She's from Basis, but we won't hold that against her. And she has pitched us a program that she wants to deliver on APs and how wonderful they are for college prep and how they're not as hard as people make them out to be. So yes, we will bring her in. That's going to be probably end of July-ish. We're still working on it with her.
Yep. A lot of information for you guys. Does anybody have any questions? Yes.
What is the age that you can get a library card, and what do you need to bring into the library to get it?
So I don't think there's an age limit.
A baby can have a library
Yeah.
card if they are with their parent or other guardian. Has to be their guardian, not the visiting aunt who takes them to the, that's not their guardian. But yeah, any age. Yeah.
What you need is a
Picture ID.
picture ID, yes, not something on your cell phone, an actual ID.
The guardian needs that for example.
The guardian,
Yeah.
yeah. Themselves,
Yeah.
right, yes.
Baby doesn't know.
The baby is the driver's license.
Yeah. That's pretty much it.
That's usually enough,
Yeah.
but sometimes we have people who have just moved here, so they have an Ohio driver's license, and then they have a piece of mail.
Yeah.
So you put the face together with the correct address, and poof, you have a library card.
And if your license or ID doesn't have your current address on it, if you have like an online bill, a piece of mail, you can show that to us. Otherwise, we can still get you a card. It's just gonna be a limit of 3 items instead of total limit, which is 35. And then once you bring that proof of address in, we'll just switch your limit from 3 to 35.
You could buy old cards with big class.
Yes. What's the cutoff? Is it 5 years, 10 years?
Or,
Eventually, a person will disappear. So if you had a library card as a teenager, your card may not be active anymore, but if you had one a few years ago, it'll be expired, but it'll still be in our system. So every time somebody comes in asking for a new card, the very first thing we do is we look up that name and we see, hey, guess what? You still have one in here from a few years ago.
and replacement cards are free.
Yeah.
Cool thing about being part of the library, pretty much everything is free. No fees, unless you damage or lose a book, then you have to pay for it, unfortunately. But if it's late and you still bring it in, if your account does accumulate some fees, just bring in that book, we'll get rid of those fees. Okay? Any other questions, anybody? Yeah.
And you can live in Strathfield, so.
Maricopa County.
Yes.
That's our limit, Maricopa County, so all of the suburbs basically can come in. Yeah, and we have people who do that all the time. We have people who come in just so that they can access the e-resources. Oh, I've already got Libby at Scottsdale, but I want to see what you guys have, so I'm gonna get a card, and I'm gonna use Libby for both of
I
you.
have the, I haven't seen it. Very hard.
I do.
And get used to it. Yeah. Can you talk a little bit about the, when you check out a museum, like the summer?
Oh, the culture passes,
Yeah.
yeah, we could have added that in.
No,
Okay,
okay.
guys,
No.
culture passes. Okay, so the culture passes, you can have
Summer.
2 a month separately. So you can come in at the beginning of the month, and then you can come in again at the end of the month and get the same one or a different one. You check it out, you bring us the plastic sheet, we check it out to you, and the receipt that gets generated, that's your pass. And all of the partners through the program, Act One, they know to expect little slips of paper, it's no big deal. You have up to a week to use it, and then you can come in later in the month and you can get a separate one. It's good for 2 people.
That is one per household.
Yeah.
So even if you have 2 different cards in the same household, you can still only check out
One.
culture pass.
How's that work with kids then? That's my follow-up question to that. Like I have 2 children, so you have to take and choose hypothetically.
Yeah, for like the littlest kids,
That's fine.
yeah, often
Mine are
they're
both
free or reduced.
Considered little
Yeah.
kids, but
Yeah, use the pass for the,
You
use
can
the
buy
pass
one
for the
and
most
think about it.
expensive
Yeah.
members of your group.
it's still a deal.
It is,
Still a deal.
yeah.
Speaking of the culture passes, we also have seeds. I don't know if anybody likes to garden or anything, but we do have seeds as well. You can check out, I think it's 4 now.
Yeah, we just.
4 different fees or 4 of the same fees. There is like a 3-week window. You do not need to bring back what you planted.
Just don't.
Yeah, unless you really want to show us, you can. But the 3 weeks is basically you check out your seeds, and then in another 3 weeks you can check out more. Okay, so you have to wait 3 weeks in between checking out. Okay, do not bring back those seeds. Okay. Any other questions? Yes.
Something like that girl comes and talks about the AP, so would it be a virtual option too, or would it be only in person?
Only in,
Yeah.
a lot of our programs that have MSP, those are only in person. We do not have any virtual.
Yeah, downtown doesn't do virtual,
Yeah.
like your social security 101, but.
We want to see.
Your faces.
Any other questions?
Is the email gonna be after this one?
Right there.
Thanks.
All right, well, if there's no more questions, thank you, everybody, for listening to us talk about the library. Again, my name is Alan Brown, and this is Bonnie Bickford, and this is our email, if you want to contact us.
And it was definitely.
Obviously, there's so many good things with the libraries. The library is one of the last places you can go for free to do something, right? And look at all the resources that we have available. I mean, I go to the library all the time and I learn new stuff. So please get this information out to your schools. And yeah, let them know, because especially for the summer, for reading, for the kids, for something to do, for museums, for gardening, like there are so many things you can get at the library for the summer. So please pass this information and get it on your school social media. everything, but thank you so much for coming.
Good luck.